This was mayhem. That don't look good. Bloody clueless. Couldn't organise a piss-up in a brewery. You're fouled. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
It's Tommy time!
And into English to us. Nice. And what a lovely... Oh, look, birds tweeting. I'm trying to set the mood for you, Uzma. Birds tweeting and the gentle Uzma is here. She's come floating into the studio. A little round of applause for Uzma from The Apprentice. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going very well, thank you.
I'm like the only person that doesn't know you.
Yes, I know.
Have you noticed that?
I have noticed that.
And you know what the Desi scene is like? You know, everyone's like, oh yeah, Uzma, I knew her because she did the makeup for so-and-so, or she taught someone else makeup, and she used to come to this night on a night out, and I've seen her there, you know, or, you know, in the daytime whenever you went out, you know. So it's like, you know, everyone's friends with you, Uzma.
Yes, people do know me.
Yeah, exactly.
They do.
Exactly. You're renowned. You were famous before you did The Apprentice.
I wouldn't say famous. I've got a good social network following.
Yeah.
Before I went, actually more so before I went on to The Apprentice.
How was it all? You all right?
I'm good, thank you.
Are you all right with being? Yeah, all right with being fired?
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. It was with Lord Sugar, so it's all right.
And that's it. You don't seem fazed by it.
For me, it was a very good option rather than my be-all and end-all. I've got quite a successful business as it is. It came along. I thought, you know, give it a shot.
Yeah, and what's interesting is at the very end of yesterday's episode, you were like, I'm gonna make millions anyway. It was like, yeah, whatever.
Well, Lord Sugar does say that if you're going to start a business or go into business with someone, you need to go into business with someone who's an expert. Now, I have a training academy, so I teach on a professional level. I have 2 makeup brands, and I manufacture some makeup. And I teach people one-to-one makeup on my YouTube channel. So I don't think you could get more of an expert than me, you know, in the industry that I'm in. So I think... You know, it's like if I went into partnership with him, he would have benefited from it as well, to be fair.
You genuinely believe his loss, potentially, you know, or a loss, he could have made money with you?
He could have definitely made money with me.
So what was the big idea? Just talk us through the project that you were going to do.
I've got 2 makeup brands as it is. One is getting developed to go into the shops, and I'm not going to give too much away, but it is quite revolutionary. It's combining the training side of it, teaching women, as well as creating a brand that everyone and anyone can use. And all aspects of that, I've got first-hand experience, you know. So I started it before this opportunity came along anyway. So when this opportunity came along, I put it on hold to see what happens with this. So... You know?
It's kind of already rolling.
It's still happening.
You know, Lord Sugar could have jumped on the Uzma bandwagon.
Damn right.
Let's get it the right way around. I hope he knows. Do you know, he's kicking himself at home somewhere right now in his mansion, rattling around and thinking, something's missing in my life. And it's Uzma.
In the boardroom.
Yeah, exactly. Something missing. You definitely brought entertainment and tamasha, do you know what I mean, to it?
Yeah.
And we love the show for that. We love the show for everyone on there is a character.
Absolutely.
Is there someone that you particularly warm to?
Me and Leah got on really well. Me and Francesca had a lot of laughs with Francesca. Sophie was a little darling, so much fun after the task, you know, chilling out with her in the house.
Yeah.
You know, because there's so many of them there, it's hard to spend time with everyone. And sometimes you just want your time out. You know, I'm one of these people, I need my me time.
Yeah.
And it's hard to find me time, even if it's a big mansion that you're staying in. You know, with so many people about.
You're kind of exposed the whole time.
Absolutely.
To
and
them.
you're mic'd up as well. They hear everything. Everything.
Wow. Okay, it gets intimate. But if I'm honest, you know, as you may know, Noreen Khan, our afternoon presenter from 1:30 today, was hoping on a little rishta.
I know. Why is she spreading rumours?
She's not spreading rumours. She was just being hopeful. She was just doing her bit. So do you want to tell us, was there any moments that maybe you and Z that you shared together? Was there any kind of connection? Will there be a wedding?
No, unfortunately not.
No?
Unfortunately not. Z, nice guy, not my cup of tea.
Oh, man, okay.
Especially seeing him in that whole ego, business, alpha male role. No, it's not happening.
No? Does that not appeal to you? I thought women like that. Women like
to
that
a
kind
certain
of
degree.
You know, this strong man thing.
You do, but with this process, what you you might pick up on is at certain points you do get disrespected quite badly. You know, everyone should have their role, but I don't condone disrespect. You know, it's just such a turn off. You know, it's not going to happen.
We were saying earlier on, there was a little moment yesterday when you were going to buy the juice, you know, and the guys are walking ahead of you.
They were rude, aren't they?
It was a bit patronising.
Yeah.
It could have been cheeky banter. I know you don't know the context of it, and I know there's a lot in the show that we don't get to see and things that I've kind of missed out. We're piecing the bits together ourselves. But it was a bit like, yeah, whatever. And you were like behind going, guys, what's going on? And you weren't an equal in that little scene.
Well, you know what? I feel quite passionately about this, Tommy. So I'm glad you brought it up.
I'm glad to have brought it up. Let's hear your passion, girl.
The thing is, there's so much in the edit that you don't see. You know, firstly, second highest seller, me, on that task, and the whole point of asking him about this bloody apple juice is we bought 2 crates of apples. What the hell were they there for? And we're trying to flog them at the end of the day. So I didn't get that. That's what that was about. And with the guys, I think they were just so like into themselves that they didn't want to listen. And with Neil's deal on this task, he didn't want to listen. Now the thing is, credit where credit's due. You know, he might be top notch in his job, but to be a good project manager, you need to utilise the skills in your team. And he hadn't worked with us women before. Now, I run a successful business. My skills are varied around the clock. And he didn't even ask. He didn't even want to let me speak, you know? So there's a lot of you don't see in the edit, which is unfortunate on my side.
On that respect, do you mind me asking, and I know you're a successful business person who is a woman. You know, like your hand in yours and you're a woman, right? We know that. But does The Apprentice, does something like that, does it lend itself more so to a bloke? Because they're a bullshit, they get in your face, you know. It's easier to be a bloke on The Apprentice, not making it in business. It's easier to be a bloke on The Apprentice than it is a lady. Because, you know, in order to... Then you got to get all muscly with them. You got to compete with those guys.
Not really. I think, you know, in the beginning, everyone's trying to prove a point. Everyone's trying to get heard. Everyone's trying to act macho. And, you know, I think it all, you know, comes out in the end. It doesn't matter whether or how loud you speak. I mean, Lord Sugar sieves people out, you know...
He can sense them. He knows what they're about.
Yeah, but I think it's down to luck as well. I mean, to be really honest, I didn't think I should have gone in this particular task. You know, I knew my time was up. 3rd time in the boardroom. I thought, let me just go and get my suitcase now. So
really? You felt it?
I knew. Come off it. You know, the thing is, people do go in there with a game plan, and being in the process, it is quite an intense process, and you need to have some sort of game plan. You know, but I didn't, you know, it's not the way I do business anyway.
No.
Had no tactics, went in, you know, wanted to keep my dignity. You know, I don't like lying, so I told myself I'm not going to do that. So, and to be really honest, by that 3rd boardroom, I didn't even want to fight.
It's tiring, isn't it?
It takes so much out of you.
I bet. And that's not you. You're a happy person. You want to stay in a happy place. Can
you not tell?
Mate, yes, I do. I can tell. You just want to make people look pretty.
Yeah.
Yes. That's not the kind of person that needs to be in amongst the lions in a boardroom with Sher Khan, that is Mr. Lord Sugar, in front of you.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's a tough scenario. Listen, it was entertaining. It was great to watch you. What's the lesson? Because you know, I can imagine you kind of will come away and go, well, you know what? That's what I take from The Apprentice. That's what I learned from that.
Firstly, one thing I learned about myself, I'm more reserved than I thought I was. But also...
What was funny on that note was you going, this is bestie. Oh, no, you didn't say bestie.
Yeah,
but it was as good as bestie. It was like, this is embarrassing. Walking and selling on the street. And like I said, like, she wants to say, this is bestie, guys.
It's because what you didn't see is everyone is standing around you watching.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally in the middle of the street, watching, taking pictures, you know? Yeah. And you're like... got these cameras on you, and you've got a milk bottle, and Neil's given me a milk bottle and said, go and sell this. And it's like, all right then.
Anyone want some dud? Anyone?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyone? Yeah.
Absolutely. So not even, like, taste the milk, here's some testers, take the bloody bottle and go and flog it.
You're right. So they're saying, so you've realised you're a bit more shy, you're shyer than you realise, or you're not as...
I have got a shy streak in me, but, you know, I do sell, you know, I sell in trade shows, you know, when you feel passionate about product, it comes naturally, you know, but on the show, it's like, you have to sell this, you know, go and do it. And you need to warm up and all of that. By the end of that day, I was selling fruit, vegetables. I was sounding like Alex.
Yeah.
You know, market trader. And I was actually really embarrassed. I thought they're going to edit that and they're going to put that in.
Yeah, they're going to make me look like a core blimey cockney lad.
They're going to take a shot of my shoes, and then they're going to see me like sell all this stuff like a market trader.
We did see the killer heels. I did see the heels that you were. I was like, wow, she's walking around all day in those.
Yeah, 12 hours.
They're 12 hours. They must be the achy feet. Before you go, really important question. I sometimes wear a bit of foundation, but I want to stop my head from shining under camera lights and things like that. What do I need to go with?
You can't do much about that. Just
I love it. There's only so much I can do, Tommy.
Because you can't stop yourself from sweating. That's got nothing to do.
I didn't say I was sweaty. I said that the light glistens on my mata, and I need to tone that down.
Get some loose powder.
Loose powder.
Yeah. So